Good morning. May the 2nd, 2017. This is CISG113, Section 1, Information Security and Privacy. Today is day number 29 into week number 15, the last day of the class in the semester for this course. So let's get started. First of all, welcome back to this class. This is the last day of the semester. And according to the instructions from the faculty, as I did last time, if you have not done the official student feedback questionnaire, which is situated in your ISW at umac.info/SIweb, please complete this questionnaire today. Okay? We are going to spare 15 minutes towards the end of this very much last class for you to complete that. Okay? So, Shadow, if you have not done this, last time you need to finish with that student feedback questionnaire, okay, together with what is important. We need to reserve 15 minutes towards the end of the class for you to do it, but first of all, let's take good care of the very last sections of in-class sharing, okay, in-class sharing. Today we're going to have 5 speakers, respectively. Koi, are you ready? And then Alfonso, are you ready? After that is Carol Wong, are you ready? Today is group, so you need to wait for Henry. Okay, so then it's Neon. Neon is not here yet. And after Neon, it's Shadow again, right? Shadow, you're the last one. So may I give the time to Koi? Let Koi do this, 5 minutes. Making sure that in your portfolio page, under the wiki or middle, you have a page called In-Class Sharing. When we click into that page, we could see your table of 5 records. Each one includes the day of the class, day of the year, YouTube link, and the from minute to 2 minute where you appear, as well as the PowerPoint. Okay, so I give you time to go in. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to do a presentation, and my topic is what are web attacks. Web application security is a branch of information security that deals specifically with security of websites, web application and web service. At the high level, web application security draws on the principles of application security but applies them specifically to internet and web systems. And there's my main 3 question, and why the web attacks being so important for us. 2 is what is the result when there is no protection for the network security. 3 is what is the method to protect or attack. Oh my God. And web-based attacks. Web-based attacks are considered by security experts to brief, critics, and oftentimes the least understood or always relate to confidentiality, availability, and integrity. The purpose of the web-based attack is significantly different than other attacks. In most traditional penetration testing exercises are never or host in the target of attack. And the internet is tied to our everyday life since now, and is inseparable of many people's daily routine. People share anything on the internet, and they can do anything on the internet. Nowadays, the impact of attacks becomes more outstanding to the decreasing cost of internet access and its increasing availability for the access of device and application. Along with the economic development, the network becomes the people of essential office entertainment tool It presents let us work quickly, saves time, let our entertainment life more colorful. Of course, there are always two sides to anything. It's so network. Have a lot of friends in the internet. The use of hackers or other people's computer system is to steal other people's confidential documents. There is very unethical. How everyone to safeguard to healthy network environment. For my opinion, it's the first place we should call attention to our personal information. Not only do we not offer them to written in some stage websites, but we need to need to know right from wrong among the numbers websites. Furthermore, it's inevitable that some secure antivirus softwares can be installed, and it will make it possible for the network can run more steadily. In addition to doing some network by ourselves, the government needs to drop off some particles to preserve national security. It involves putting for deeply reasons devising creative solutions, developing high-tech talents, and strictly in the supervision. And this is my presentation.
Okay, thank you. You talk about important things, about the active approach and the passive approach to prevent web attacks. Thank you. The intrusion detection system, you heard about this? The IDS, is considered it's a rather passive approach, only alert you to see if there is really something wrong when you detect some unusual traffic. So it's not that preventive enough actually to open the door for others. And so here comes the proactive method, which is very famous today. It's called a firewall. I will keep you away from this, okay? Instead of letting you in and then alert me. So then it's a great step, all right? So even though sometimes it's stupid you bring it in, but anyway, that's a very good point towards the very last house to think about the methods, the preventions, okay? So after Koi, it's Alfonso. So Alfonso, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'd like to introduce to you the computer ethics. First of all, what is ethics? The first idea of ethics comes from the ancient Greeks. It's the study of what are good and bad, and to pursue in life and what is right and wrong to do in the conduct of life. It's therefore above all a political discipline. Its primary aim is to determine how one ought to live and what actions one ought to do in the conduct of one's life. And computer ethics. Computer ethics is the concept in ethics that address the ethical issues and the constraints that arise from the use of computers and how they can be mitigated or prevented. As we all know now, we are using the internet mainly, and we use the internet to learn, to work, to do many things. We visit YouTube, Facebook, and we use WeChat and Instagram. But there is one thing that we don't pay attention to. All these websites are storing our personal information. Our name, our email address, even the password can sometimes leak your information. Any individual can access this information from the PC. As a result, online criminals take our identities. Here I'd like to show a video. And last, I want to show one individual can get all your information just from your phone number. Here I find a telephone number that is similar to mine, and I put all the information in the internet just like this. And I find where this phone number is. And from this number I get some app. I come to some app and find the name and the WeChat from this person. And the last I find where is he living, his family, his ID number, and many information of him. So we just need to protect ourselves, especially in some social network. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, it's quite interesting. This is a very interesting topic in computer ethics. And then eventually we got into situations in which we have to make decisions, and right or wrong of that decision very much relies on how much we know about this. Okay? So computer ethics, the 10 commandments that you just witnessed, and then comes to another very interesting page found through your mobile phone number. How can people get all the sensitive private information of you? Okay, you have to be very careful in using them. So Carol, your group member has not come back yet, so Neon is not here yet. So we come to Shadow. Okay? So Shadow, here I give you the time to do your presentations. Okay. Thank you, Shadow.
Hello everyone. This time I want to talk something about computer crime. First, what is computer crime? Alternatively referred as cybercrime, e-crime, electronic crime, or high-tech crime. Computer crime is an act performed by knowledgeable computer user, sometimes referred to as a hacker, that illegally browses or steals companies or individuals' private information. Here are some examples of computer crimes. The first one is fraud, the second one is harvesting, and next one is identity theft. Then in teleculture, property theft, and the last one is phishing. How to prevent cybercrime? Prevention will always be your best line to defend against cybercrime and any other criminal activities. Those tend to be the first target. And also you can download and install some antivirus programs. There's a meeting.
Welcome to the Investor Training Academy, talking English for financial terms. Our word of the day is cybercrime. Cybercrime involves activities like breaking bank accounts and stealing information from companies. Computer crime or cybercrime is a crime that involves a computer and a network. The computer may have been used in the commission of a crime, or it may be the target. Cybercrimes are offences that are committed against individuals or groups of individuals, or the criminal motive is to intentionally harm the reputation of the victim, or cause physical or mental harm or loss to the victim directly or indirectly, using modern telecommunication networks such as internet chat rooms, emails, notice boards, and groups and mobile phones. Such crimes may threaten a nation's security and financial health. Issues surrounding these types of crimes have become high profile, particularly those surrounding hacking, copyright infringement, child pornography, and child grooming. There is also problems of privacy when confidential information is intercepted or disclosed lawfully or otherwise. Activity crossing international borders involving interests of at least one nation state is sometimes referred to as cyber warfare. The international legal system is attempting to hold actors accountable for their actions through the International Criminal Court.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shadow, for helping us to understand from your perspective the 5 types of computer crime and the ITA organizations. That is a very interesting information for us to get used to. All right, let's get back to the page. So we've gone through actually 4 speakers with a very quick size-up of the semester's learning, including computer crimes, ethics, as well as web attacks. Now let's move on to the speaker, Vincent. Are you ready, Vincent? Yeah. Okay. So Neon just came back, so after Vincent, it will be Neon's turn. Thank you, Vincent.
Okay, today it is my last in-class sharing. Okay, the topic is week 5 topic, privacy and encryption. So I have 2 questions about this topic. What is privacy and what is encryption? And so what is privacy first? Privacy is the ability of an individual or group to seclude themselves or information about themselves, and thereby express themselves selectively. The boundaries and content of what is considered private differ among cultures and individuals, but share common things. When something is private to a person, is usually means that something is inherently special or sensitive to them. The domain of privacy privacy partially overlaps security, which can include the concepts of appropriate use, as well as protection of information. Privacy may also take the form of bodily integrity. And next, the second question is, what is encryption? Encryption is the conversion of electronic data into another form called ciphertext, which cannot be easily understood by anyone except authorized parties. The primary purpose of encryption is to protect the confidentiality of digital data stored on computer systems or transmitted via the internet or other computer networks. Modern encryption algorithms play a vital role in the security assurance of IT systems and communications, as they can provide not only confidentiality, but also they are following some key elements of security: authentication, integrity, and non-repudiation. So this is my reference, and at the end I want to show you a video about how encryption works.
Keeping your text messages protected from hackers and eavesdroppers has become a major issue. The government says it occasionally needs access to some of these messages to investigate criminals and terrorists, but tech companies see that as a potential violation of privacy. Your text messages are protected using what's called end-to-end encryption. This encryption happens whenever you send a secure text message from your smartphone. Here's how end-to-end encryption works to keep your data private while in transit. Your phone has two unique keys that encrypt and decrypt messages. Your text messages protected from hackers and eavesdroppers has become a major issue. The government says it occasionally needs access to some of these messages to investigate criminals and terrorists, but tech companies see that as a potential violation of privacy. Your text messages are protected using what's called end-to-end encryption. This encryption happens whenever you send a secure text message from your smartphone. Here's how end-to-end encryption works to keep your data private while in transit. Your phone has two unique keys that encrypt and decrypt messages. These are called public and private keys. Your public key is shared with other people, and it's used as part of the encryption protocol. Your private key is only on your device and is never shared. When two people want to securely chat, they use a combination of public and private keys to create a temporary shared key. Let's look at how this works. Alice sends Bob a message which simultaneously causes an exchange of public keys. Both Bob and Alice use the other person's public key combined with their own private key to create a temporary shared key. They then use this shared key to encrypt messages to each other, and their public keys are used to confirm that those shared keys are authentic. The shared keys are being erased and regenerated constantly, which ensures that Bob and Alice's conversation cannot be decrypted in the future. An eavesdropper could see that Alice and Bob exchanged messages, but because the eavesdropper doesn't have Alice and Bob's shared key, these messages can't be decrypted. Some people believe that tech and telecom companies should provide what's called backdoor access to these encrypted messages. There are two types of backdoors. The first type is a list of private keys that allow the company access to encrypted messages so they can deliver these messages to an agency such as the FBI. There are two problems with this method. One, if this list is hacked or compromised, every person's private key is up for grabs. Two, if this system is abused, you, the user, would have no idea that someone is accessing your data. The second type of backdoor is for tech companies to deliberately build a weakness or flaw into the encryption formula that would allow law enforcement to access the messages on a case-by-case basis. The problem with this method is that hackers might eventually find a way to exploit those weaknesses too. At thorny issue of personal privacy versus national security. It's one that society, tech companies, and the government are still trying to decrypt.
Okay, that's my own presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, Vincent. Two important topics Vincent shared. It's what is privacy and what is encryptions. And that is a very useful and very good video chosen by Vincent to help us to understand the use of public key together with a private key to keep our data confidential, even though it could be eavesdropped by the hackers. And since the hacker does not have the key, the private key to decrypt, okay? So our data is being saved. Thank you. So let's get back to the business. So Neon, are you ready? Since you're late, so you're being superseded by Vincent. Okay, now I'll give you the time to do your presentations. Thank you. All right.
Okay, today my topic is what is privacy. Privacy has many meanings, but as we know, would say today, each of us needs our own space, and most would recognize the protect sphere to include personal options, personal communications, and how one behaviors behind closed doors, as long as these do not lead to many cyber threats to society. And also privacy includes those things. The first one is the information privacy. It focuses on the request for knowledge about someone rather than, say, physical promiscuity or construction, or any other type of inference. Privacy is defined as a right within certain domains, and small puts in the person's control of personal information, so to be respected and protected. And the second one is message privacy. In an open network such as internet, message privacy, particularly for e-commerce transitions, requests encryption. The most common approach on the web is through a public key infrastructure. Is also called PKI. For email, many people use pretty good privacy, it's also called PGP, which lets an individual encrypt a message or simply send a digital signature that can be used to reflect that the message was not tampered with error. The third one is anonymity. Also, this form of privacy is not usually need or want, but there are occasions when a user may want anonymity, for example, to report a crime. The need is sometimes met through the use of site and call a remailer that reposts a message from its own address, thus excusing the originator of the message. And here is my reference. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Neon, to help us to understand privacy from several perspectives, including the need to become anonymous. Okay, and this is a very interesting source from SCU. All right. So thank you very much. it's Carol and Henry ready for your group presentations. Carol and Henry, are you ready? Yeah. Can you upload the new versions? Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Let's get this part ready. So for your group presentations today, it's still jumbo. All right. So I'll let you do it. Give you the time. All right. Unfortunately, 3 of your members are missing. Still missing. All right. Only 2. So thank you very much for your continuing efforts. All right. Henry and Carol.
Good morning. Today my team topic is wireless network security. First, I would like to introduce to wireless network security. Wireless network security is the prevention of unauthorized access or damage to computers using wireless connection. Wireless networks, sometimes called Wi-Fi, allow you to connect to the internet without relying on voice. If your home, office, airport, or even local coffee shop has a wireless connection, you can access the network from anywhere that is within that wireless area. So, what is wireless network benefits? It is convenient because you just need to connect to the Wi-Fi and it mobility productively, easy to set up, expandable security. This problem we will talk later, and its cost is very cheap. Here is a news that Greece, they update their Wi-Fi and they can have faster speeds and more reliable service. So how can we use wireless networks more safely? We can use the WPA2, and it is common. Second one is use a secure password. That means your password is the important thing, and you should have a security password. You should make the password more difficult and not easy to make people remember. And yes. And the third one is change the default SSID name. And the fourth one is device list. The 5 is guest access. Guest networking allows others to access your routers, and by default is user and secure access. If you inherit your router from someone else, it pays to make sure guest networking is turned off. Doing so requires usually nothing more than taking off a checkbox in the router's interface. Then Harry will talk about other ways to how to secure our wireless.
Okay, thank you, Carol. And I'm going to introduce another ways to prevent your wireless security. The first one is install a firewall. And I think this one is very common, that install firewall that can protect your security. And second one is maintain antivirus software. And this one is also very common. And the third one is avoid to use public Wi-Fi. So for example, if you went to a public and if you want to use Wi-Fi, so don't try to use something that you are not sure that is security, because it is very dangerous and is not safety. So to try to avoid to use public Wi-Fi. And next one is activate encryption. So, and this is a ultimate Wi-Fi with no brainer. No router in the last 10 years has come without encryption, and it's the single most important thing that you must do to lock down your wireless network. And also navigate to your router settings and look for security options. Each router brand will likely differ. If you stumble, head to your router next support site. And the next one is change your router admin username and password. So I think this one you should also change, because the password should not be very easy or very short. And the next one is update router firmware. And this one is just like your operating system and browsers and other software. People find security holes in routers all the time to exploit. When a router manufacturers know about these exploits, they plug the holes by issuing new software for the router. So that's called firmware. And go into your router settings every month or so and do a quick check to see if you need an update. And then run their upgrade so you can have a new firmware. May also come to features of the router. And the last one is turn off WPS. And the function, it is functioned by the devices can be easily paired with the router even when encryption is turned, because you push a button on the router and device encryptions. So and here's a video. Yeah, and this video is very interesting, and I think it also remind us to not to access it on other people's Wi-Fi so easily. And this is the end of our presentations. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry, and thank you, Carol, for giving us something very refreshing towards the very last class of the semester. And it is very interesting to see how you discover different information that will enlighten and enhance your study. Well, this is a very good examples of sharing and learning from one another. And today we're more than 5, actually 6 speakers in the very last class of the semester. Now, I know that many of you have already done this, but according to the practice here, I need to remind you, today is the very last day to complete the student feedback questionnaire, officially from your isw.umac.mo/si website. If you have not done this, would you please take moments to do this? Okay, it just takes you less than 5 to 10 minutes to get all the questionnaire done. Okay, if you have already done this, fine. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take attendance on the day and give you time to finish the questionnaire. If you have not done this, if you have done that, and then I'm going to provide a very simple summary of the whole semesters of learning. Okay, here we come to the attendance record. Corey is here. Tracy is not here, but she's excused, I think so. She's doing something somewhere else, doing the sports work. Okay, anyway. Alfonso is here, Leon is here. Franco is not here today, right? Franco, are you here? No, okay. Clears is here, Shadow is here. Okay, and Jerry is here, Carol Wong is here, Henry Wong is here. Okay, and then Marco is here, thank you. Maggie is here. And then Vincent is here, Jeff is here. Oh, welcome back, Carry On. You're here today. Henry Muir is here, and Dong Yin is not here today. And then Carry On is here. And then Carol O is not here, Nicholas is not here, Garbage is not here. And then Jose is not here, but Tiger is here. Thank you. All right. Once again, you have 10 to 15 minutes to get the student feedback questionnaire done if you have not done this. Okay? And after that, at 11 o'clock, which is about 8 minutes later, I'm going to come to the very last class today, week number 15, day number 29 in 2017, May 2nd. So give him something to wrap up this course. All right? Just go ahead and complete the questionnaire if you have not done this. Are you doing the questionnaire? All right, thank you. Please complete the questionnaire. So I'll be excused for just a couple of minutes and then I'll be back. So that's it for today's the final class for CISG113, Section 1, Information Security and Privacy, day number 29, May 2nd, 2017. All right.